Today upon a bus I saw a lovely girl with golden hair. I envied her, she seemed so gay, and wished I was as fair. When suddenly she rose to leave, I saw her hobble down the aisle. She had one leg and wore a crutch, and on her face a smile. Oh, God, forgive me when I whine. I have two legs, the world is mine. And then I stopped to buy some sweets. The lad who sold them had such charm. I talked with him, he seemed so glad. If I were late, 'twould do no harm. And as I left, he said to me, "Thank you, ma'am, you've been so kind. It's nice to talk with folks like you. You see," he said, "I'm blind. Oh, God, forgive me when I whine. I have two eyes, the world is mine." Later, walking down the street, I saw a child with eyes of blue. He stood and watched the others play. It seemed he knew not what to do. I stopped a moment, then I said, "Why don't you join the others, dear?" He looked ahead without a word, and then I knew he could not hear. Oh, God, forgive me when I whine. I have two ears, the world is mine. With legs to take me where I go, with eyes to see the sunset's glow, with ears to hear what I would know. Oh, God, forgive me when I whine. I'm blessed indeed. The world is mine. As tough a lad as I thought I was, that song always touched my heart and brought me close to tears. I was never taught, nor went to school, and for years I was allowed to run loose. Oh, I got blows for meat and drink until I wished myself dead. Many a time I thought, could I only get to my sister in America, I'd be near the same as in paradise. Then all at once they did just that. They sent me to the care of my married sister in New York. For a while I ran errands for the family and assisted my brother-in-law in his business. Oh, I was big for me age and had no fear of any man living. Soon, by the practice of little tricks, I became well used to dishonesty, and stealing became natural and easy. Oh, I was as great a rogue as one of my years could be. After a while, I left my sister's home to live by my own wits. I took board in a den on Water Street, learned to be a prize fighter, and used a boat at night to board other vessels, steal whatever I could. By this time, I was 19. And don't suppose a bigger nuisance and loafer ever stepped above ground. The river police didn't amount to much in those days. It was easy to board a vessel and take what you wanted. Oh, I made good hauls, but I would squander the money on fancy clothes, liquor, and hopping around from one saloon to another. I kept company with a girl named Maria, palled around with a fellow named Orville Gardner. We called him Awful Gardner. He was a boxer, one of the leading heavyweight contenders of that day. Could have been a champion, but he just couldn't lay off the bottle. Big, strong hulk of a man. Awful and I were associated in many dark deeds and sinful pleasures. One of our favorite haunts was the old Shanghai saloon on Water Street. You could always find us there, especially on Saturday nights. Oh, the times we would have.
Saturday night, Saturday night, Saturday night, Saturday night, Saturday night on Water Street, Saturday night on Water Street. That's the place where everyone goes to meet.
At the old Shanghai Saloon.
Saturday night on Water Street, Saturday night on Water Street. That's the place where everyone has a good time.
At the old Shanghai Saloon.
The girls are cute and always chillin',
And the booze is always spilling.
and the puff of Chinese smoke is
Very reasonable.
oh, Saturday night on Water Street, Saturday night on Water Street. That's the place where bodies disappear.
At the old Shanghai Saloon.
If you're the captain of a ship that's sailing out to do some deep sea whaling, and you're short a couple of able-bodied seamen, well, you can find them here on Water Street. Pick them up on Water Street. They're waiting for you at the old Shanghai Saloon.
We don't call it the old Shanghai Saloon for nothing.
Oh, Saturday night on Water Street, Saturday night on Water Street. That's the place where everyone has a good time. At the old Shanghai Saloon.
It was at that very saloon that my life took a turn for the worse. Maria and I, along with Awful Gardner, were sitting there one night, having a good time, if you know what I mean, when all of a sudden these three toughs made an insulting remark to my girl Maria. So I get up from me seat and approach them, and then I get into my fighting stance to give them fair warning. And then I let 'em have it. One to the breadbasket, a left uppercut to the jaw, and a right cross to the head, and down all three of them go. Awful Gardner starts to cheer, raises his glass and shouts, "Here's to Jerry McAuley, the toughest Mick in town." Well, the entire saloon starts to cheer, and I got so carried away with it all that I burst into a song in honor of myself. Oh, me name is Jerry McAuley, I'm the toughest Mick in town. And if you don't believe me, ask the lads I just knocked down. I take no guff from anyone, there's not a living man I fear. And any woman takes up with me, will shed a many a tear. 'Cause me name is Jerry McAuley, I'm the toughest Mick in town. And if you don't believe me, ask the lads I just knocked down. And just as soon as I get through with my little song, here comes Awful Gardner, and he proceeds to join in song also.